Hey guys, it's MadameWario. Welcome to my Monday stream. Happy Labor Day, everybody. It's the official funeral of summer vacation for many people, so bittersweet. But it's still summer until, what, the 21st of September, so, you know, we're not rushing into fall over here, anyway, on this end. I live for summer. It's my favorite season, but I also love fall, so I've already gotten some Halloween stuff going in my abode. But anyway, welcome everybody. If you were not here over the weekend, I just had one stream on the weekend on Saturday recapping and talking about the honeymoon that Odie and I just got back from. Thank you so much again to everybody who donated to the honeymoon fund, making it the most amazing vacation we could have ever dreamed of. You know, you only get one honeymoon. We wanted to go all out, and we definitely did, and it was very much thanks to you guys in part with our family and friends. So thank you again to all of you who contributed in any way to the honeymoon fund. And I have a video going up probably this evening because I finished it. I kind of previewed the first draft on Saturday, and I have a little music video to commemorate our trip going up later this evening. So definitely check that out on YouTube if you want to kind of see a recap of our trip. I love putting together like music vlogs instead of regular vlogs where you're just like talking. I just think it's more fun to put together a music vlog because it's shorter. It kind of sums everything up. I did this back in my last Disney trip, which was back in 2016, so it's kind of fun to watch both and compare the two now. But anyway, that's going to be going up later. Thank you again to everybody who joined me on Saturday, and not only me, but Odin's back for that stream. Jilly's so cozy. Jilly, you're so cozy. She was in this chair, and I was like, I'm gonna have to stream, Jilly. I got a movie. So she's very happy with where she was moved to. Today, we're gonna be crocheting. I meant to do the stream before my honeymoon. Didn't happen because I got sick. And so I had to take it easy. Talking was just not a good idea. And so we're back to crocheting Misty's Pokemon team from the anime, particularly the first season. We are going to be making Psyduck today, and I always preface this by saying I don't know that we'll finish him, but we're definitely going to do most of the work for that plushie. I have 3 other plushies from her team already made. I made Goldeen, so Goldeen was the most recent one. This was several weeks ago now. But we have Goldeen in the house. I'm also playing the Pokemon Red/Blue soundtrack for this hot stream. And then I also made Starmie. This was one that I made on stream. So here's Starmie, and then here is Staryu. So Staryu, Starmie, and Goldeen. I really want to make kind of like a terrarium, except it'll be an aquarium. I know those are 2 different things, but I've seen people make crochet terrariums that are really, really cool. I don't know that I've ever seen anybody make a crochet aquarium, but I think I'm gonna try. So I want to test these out and see if they'll like fit nicely in a fishbowl for like a future stream space or something. I think they'd be super cool. But anyway, that's what we're gonna be doing today. So let's go ahead and say hi to everybody who is here, who has joined us. So welcome Alan Edgehead, Stardev94, Phoenix Warriors Tim Lauren, Armand 2017, and Phantom Tempest. Thank you so much for being in the chat and for joining me today. And to anybody who is lurking, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Trackstar, welcome. Sakura 07 Princess, welcome. And Twitch Nick 022, thank you so much for the sub.
But they're not your average
points. So much.
Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. Happy Labor Day to everyone's smiley face.
Yes, happy Labor Day. Thank you so much, Twitch Nick 022. I'm spending my Labor Day working, but doing something I love, so it's fine. And crocheting Psyduck. So giving it a ba for Sakura Princess. By the way, you guys, just a quick little plug. It is September. I love when this event comes around because it is cheaper to subscribe to multiple people. But yeah, September just started. I think subs are like 30% off or something for the month of September, and you also, streamers also see a larger percentage of the cost of subs, so that's also really nice. So if you guys have subbed, thank you so much. I appreciate you I appreciate you for not only subscribing but participating in September. So it's a good deal. I wish they did it more than like once a year, but yeah, that's currently going on. So since we're at the beginning of September, just wanted to put out a reminder for that. I also want to let everybody know that the next big event on, well, not on this channel, but affiliated with this channel, is the Stacked Game Marathon that is coming this October. So it's just a little over a month away now. So we've got about a month and a half until Stacked Game Marathon. We are raising money once again for Stream for a Cause. They are working with an organization to put game consoles in children's hospitals so that youth patients have a way of kind of escaping their treatment through video games, which is actually very therapeutic and I think works wonders. I think we've all been sick at one point or another, and a game has helped us through it. And that's very mild compared to what these kids have to face. So, you know, I think it makes a big difference. Our goal is to raise $16,000 for that incentive. And I think we can do it. I mean, we've had some very successful events in the past. We've had 2 events so far, 2 last year. But that is this October 21st through 23rd. It's a non-stop gaming marathon, so it'll start in the morning of Friday, October 21st, and run all the way through Sunday night of the 23rd. So it's going to be a great event. Check out the link tree for more details. That'll take you to not only the Twitch channel, but also the YouTube channel if you want to kind of check out what previous events have been like. Look at my previous runs if you're interested. Look at other people's. It's just a really fun event. So that's the next big thing coming up on that's affiliated with my channel that I will be a part of. So that is this October. And I also want to make a quick announcement that this Saturday there will not be a stream. So no stream this Saturday. I have family stuff. There's really no way of doing anything different about that. But I just want to make the announcement so you guys know, because I am getting back to my regular schedule, especially since I've had a couple weeks off. Well, not really. It feels like I've had like a month off, but I've really only had like 1 week off for the honeymoon, and I'm so sad. I'm so sad it's over. It's so hard to come back from vacation in any way, shape, or form. So, you know, I'm trying to stay motivated. Anyway, did I go on Tower of Terror? I did. I only got to go on it once, which was sad. We tried to go on it twice, but the line just stopped moving, and we didn't want to spend the rest of our final night in Hollywood Studios in line for Tower of Terror. We were like, this is not the way to go out. We need to do other things. So, but I did get to go on it once. There were only 2, I want to say there were only 2 rides that I went on more than once, or that we went on more than once. One was like the epitome of my Disney experience, which was Pirates of the Caribbean, and the other was, because I always go on that, I'm always like, well, you want to do Pirates? Because it never has a wait, and if it does, it's never much. It moves quickly, it's constantly moving, it's a great ride, I love it. So we rode that 3 times, and we also rode, oh no, we rode 3 rides twice. 3 rides more than once, sorry. We rode Pirates 3 times, Space Mountain twice. The first time was definitely better than the track we got the second time, so that was a little disappointing, but, and then we rode Star Tours twice, that's another ride like Pirates for me. That's like, well, doesn't have a wait. You want to go on Star Tours? It's fun. So yeah, anyway, it was a fabulous, fabulous trip. If you guys want to hear more about it, it'll be on Twitch for a little bit longer. I'm not backing it up to YouTube or anything because I don't usually do that with those kind of streams. But check it out if you're interested in hearing more, because then you'll get to hear Odie's perspective, since it was kind of like his first trip to Disney, because he'd only been for like a day when he was a kid. He doesn't even remember it, so... I remember Pirates having a huge line once when I was at Disney World. I think it's probably, yeah, if it's raining, the line grows, because that ride never shuts down, because it's not exposed to the elements. It's not outside. If there's lightning in the area, any ride that is exposed to the elements or has any kind of outdoor part to it shuts down. So Pirates never does, because it's all indoor. But the line moves really fast. Like, I've seen the line be ridiculously long for it before, like, where I'm like, why would anybody wait in this line? It will always go down. It will always be less by the end of the night. It's one that's worth just being like, okay, we'll do that later in the day. And that's why I've been on it so much. It was the #1 ride I rode most when I did my college program in Disney World. I think I rode it 60 times. Maybe a little bit over 60 times total. It may have even been 64, because I feel like that the number lined up somehow. And I'm like, what? How did this happen? But I kept a tally of it on the blog I had at the time. The blog no longer exists, because it's like outdated and angsty and weird and talks about my ex, and I didn't really need that out anywhere. Like, that was years ago, you know? I really want to do a new series kind of talking about my experience with the college program, even though probably a lot of it, not to say it's completely irrelevant now, but it's not going to be the same as now, because Disney has such a quick turnover with everything. Like, even going there 6 years later from the last time I had been there, so much had changed, so much was different. Granted, a lot was the same, but it was just like little things were completely different, or like, it just was like, wow, I didn't expect so much change. And another big part of that is there was a pandemic. You know, that doesn't help anybody with anything. So, Rolly, welcome to the stream. And NC Jubilee, welcome as well. Hope you guys are doing great. And yes, Jilly is so cozy back there. She is living the dream on that blanket. Like, wow, my mommy set this up for me. I love it.
I give my straight up.
Sprats, thank you so much.
No, I don't know what to think about that.
Sprats, welcome to the Stram to the Stram, and welcome back to the Bob family.
Hi, madam. I couldn't catch the stream on Saturday, but I hope you and Odin had a great trip at Disney World.
Wait, why did it... Oh, wait, no, it did. I was like, did it not read the rest of your comment? But I was looking at something else. I'm like, wait a second. No, it did. Yes, thank you so much, Sprats. We had an absolutely incredible trip. It's probably one of my favorite vacations I've ever been on now. Like, it's one of my all-time favorite trips ever. So that says it all right there. We had an absolute blast, a wonderful time. We murdered our feet into the ground, because lots of walking. You know, what? Okay, I'm turning this down a little bit because these attacking
straight face.
Wow, Big Schliam with the Prime sub. Thank you so much.
But they're not your average points.
Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. And welcome back to the Bob family. Hi. How's it going? Gosh. Coincidentally, my birthday lined up for today, so I don't have to go to school on my birthday. Let's go, Rolly! Happy birthday! I didn't realize today was your birthday. Happy birthday. You love not having school on your birthday. My birthday's actually on a kind of a weekend day this year. It's on a Friday. And I was like, oh my gosh, is next year a leap year? Is it gonna skip Saturday? But it's not, so... Sunday's my favorite day of the week. There's just something very chill about it, and I feel like my birthday's gonna skip Sunday. No! How can I do it? You've cursed me ever since your Disney stream. I've been like, I need to be in Disney World right now! Oh my gosh, I know the feeling. I watch a vlogger that does like Disney vlogs, obviously, but she, you know, she'll go into the park and like do random things that I would do when I lived there, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to go back. So like watching that was very enticing before our trip, and I was like, I'm gonna do all the things. And you know, we just got back and I'm already like, okay, let's plan our next trip to go back. Which, granted, we need a recovery period. We need some recovery time because it is a very non-stop style vacation of where you're always on the go, doing something, walking a million miles more than you normally would. Next trip to Disneyland Resort. I've never stayed at Disneyland Resort. I've been to Disneyland. That was the first Disney park I ever went to, was Disneyland in California. Because my girl Bree lives in California, so we could drive and go there, and I had a friend working at the time that I went to school with who got us in for free, which was fabulous, and I'm so grateful to him for that. And it really was helpful because he was kind of like, you know, totally familiar, able to be like, go here, go there, do this and that, and this is what, you know, a very, very wonderful guide in that whole experience. And then we actually went back later because Brie got discounted tickets through her work. So I've been to Disneyland twice, technically. It was in the same, like, week. But we've never stayed at a resort or anything just because we didn't need to. But it would be fun to do that, one of these times, because the resorts are literally like the Disneyland hotel is like literally right next to the park, and it's part of downtown Disney. I know that much because my national dance competition, we actually watched it out on the West Coast when it was there, that same week. It just happened to be there, so we had all kinds of stuff going on in the Disneyland realm. But yeah, I have not been back to Disneyland in probably let's see, I went to Disneyland in I think 2012, 2013, maybe it was 2013. Maybe it was 2013, I'm not sure. Look at this flute setting off the hype train. Let's go. Psycho, thank you so much for setting off a hype train and for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. 69%, look at this number, how appropriate. I think it was 2013 or 2014, one or the other. It was sometime between those, and then I did the college program in 2015, so it was not long after I had my very first Disney experience. But anyway, I forget which hotel it is, but one of them is right next to California Adventure, and there's a gate that goes from hotel to California Adventure to the woods. It's been too long that I don't know, but all I know, the only hotel I've been in is the Disneyland hotel, which is the one that has like Goofy's kitchen in it. Goofy's in there cooking, so cute. I don't know if that's still the same, but that's how it was when I went there. And Goofy's my favorite, so every time I saw him, I was like, yes, there's Goofy. I would love to do, like, at one of these days, do a Disney cruise too. I think that would be so much fun, but they are notoriously expensive, like more expensive than other cruises sometimes. So I've never actually been on a cruise. That's something I've never done. You know, my family never did cruises. They were too expensive. There were too many of us, I think. And so that's something I would love to do. I could also like audition to work on a cruise ship technically. Yeah, Kit, you want to audition too? Awesome. Look at this Julie. She's so comfy. I remember hearing about the Disney cruise one of the last times I was at Disney World. They made it sound really fun. They had like miniature models of the ships, several of the ships that they do cruises with, through Disney parks when we were there just last week. And oh my gosh, they just look so fun. Like, it's so mind-boggling to me that like a pool and water park and hot tubs and shopping district and food, like all this stuff in big theaters is on a ship. Like, that's absolutely mind-blowing to me. But you know, they're huge, so it's like, you know, that it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense because I've never been on one. So Also, I'm not really in a rush to do a cruise probably for a few years still, just because really easy to get sick on cruises because you're just in a confined space, and after COVID it's like, yeah, I think I might give it some time. I mean, it's probably a little bit better now, but I would still be nervous about it, like right this second, I mean. But yeah, they pretty much have everything. It's so weird to me. Narusonic, by the way, welcome to the stream. I guess it's just like, I can't really picture how big they are because I've never been on one, so it's just like absolutely insane to me that they would be that large. But, you know, I would love to audition for something Disney related again as a performer, because I never got the opportunity to perform with them. My height range was already taken by the time like my acceptance into the college program, which was actually pretty quick. I was accepted pretty quickly, but I just had such a small height range for them to work with that they only had like a few spots available, and they were just taken before me at auditions that happened before my audition did. So it was kind of like one of those like catch-22s where it's like, well, you auditioned early and you did the right thing and we want you, but these other people auditioned just in cities that happened to be before you, and so they already got it. So that's why I didn't end up, I wasn't a performer, just like I worked in the entertainment section of Disney World, and I worked with the characters, but I wasn't like a performer, like a parade performer or something. So I would love to have that opportunity, or to go back and do that, especially knowing the process and how the parks work and the characters so well now. Even though it's been years, like, it all comes right back, you know, going back there, I'm like, oh my god, I remember everything that, like, just through training and what everything means and why it's done this way. And so it would be nice to audition and do that again, and just to go into it with a different attitude, because before, not to say I went into it with a bad attitude, but I was definitely, like, it was my first time living outside, like moving out of my house
I give straight
to do something like that.
No hands.
Twitch Nick, how's it? Oh, how's it going? You're already here. You just gifted a sub to Track Start. For a second, it looked like it said you gifted it to yourself, and I was like, how does that work? But it definitely not say that. I just read 2 T's, and I was like, oh, how are you? No, wait, no. Thank you so much, Twitch Nick, for that gift sub, Track Star. Sorry, I can't read. But welcome to the Ba family, Trackstar. All the Bas to you guys. But yeah, it was my first time moving out into like a dorm style setting, college style setting. I don't do well with change, so it was kind of like a big slap in the face. I was also, just the way I went into it, I would change now. Like, I would not go into it the same way. Because I moved to Florida from my ex's house, not even from my house, so like that was weird too. I don't know, I'd do it differently. Slim Kirby, let's go!
But they're not your average points.
2 of Misty's Pokemon look like Slimkey Warrior, Slimkey Warrior.
Oh, they look like Slimkey Warriors. Yes, they do. Thank you so much, Slim, for the sub. I really appreciate that. All the Bas to you. I have those 2 Slimkey Warrior Pokemon right here. Big Star You and Big Star Me. Fun times. We did do the stars already, so those are ready to go. We've also done the fish. She's ready to go. She took a lot longer than I expected, but I really like how she turned out. Now we gotta do the duck. The big duck. But thank you so much, Slim. And Mutonic30, thank you so much for joining us and for the welcome back. I appreciate it. We're just kind of talking about Disney stuff, because why not? Because my whole world has been Disney World for the past, like, I don't know, what day is it? Monday? Past like 10 days. So, gotta do that big duck. I love it. Yeah, Mighty Ducks, by the way. We stayed in the Mighty Ducks section of All-Star Movies. And so I was like, you know, it's hilarious to me that I've been watching all these Disney movies that I've missed out on over the years. I've never seen Mighty Ducks, and of course, I'm put in a section with a movie I've never seen. And this is the second time I've been in that section, which I love that section of the hotel, but it's just like how ironic, you know. I've seen probably most Disney movies at this point that aren't like sequels or direct to video sequels or whatever. But I had never seen Mighty Ducks, so Odie and I watched it last night. He's like, we should watch Mighty Ducks when we get home. So we watched the first and second movie last night. First movie was definitely better than the second one. Second one was a little bit like, why is this happening? So yeah, now I can say I've seen the Mighty Ducks. So I can officially rep the hotel hype. Also, that being said, though, I did grow up with the Mighty Ducks cartoon, and I do remember watching that. Not all the time, but I definitely did watch it as a kid, because it was one of those shows that, like, would be on Saturday mornings, and would be like, wow, this is a Disney show, we don't have Disney Channel, let's watch it. So, no, I was saying Shliam because it's just, the cartoon was about, like, ducks that play hockey, which, obvious. But I was like, oh my god, you know, they put us in the Mighty Ducks section because they know you're Canadian. They had to put you with all the hockey references, which was hilarious and ironic at the same time, just because it felt very true. Oh, listen to this hot... Is this the flute you use to, like, wake up Snorlax? I don't know. I might be completely wrong. I have no idea. Anyway, I also watched Turning Red again on Friday, this time with my boyfriend over Skype. It was a fun time. Oh, yes! Yes! I love Turning Red so much. I was glad that they had so much Turning Red merch. You know, the main pieces I would have gotten there, I already had, like the big Panda May plush and all that, but, they did have a lot of Turning Red merch, so I was like, yes, this is hopeful to me that they're gonna incorporate more of this into the parks and everything. You know what they didn't really have much of, and I was surprised by it? They didn't have much Encanto stuff. Now, I'm not an Encanto super fan or anything. I don't... it was good, but I didn't care for it that much. It wasn't like, oh my god, I need to watch this over and over again. It was no Turning Red for me. They just didn't have much of it there, and I was kind of surprised by it, because I'm like, isn't this, like, super popular right now? They had more Turning Red stuff than they had in Encanto, so I thought that was pretty surprising. But anyway, what blanket is Chili's sleeping on? She looks so cozy. That's actually Odie's blanket. He got that for Christmas a few years ago, and it was a shelter blanket. Like, it was bought through an organization that purchasing the blanket fed like 20 cats in the shelter, so that was really cool. This was a gift from my mom. She tried to do like a charity gift theme a couple years ago, and it was really nice. Everything that she got, like, did some kind of charity incentive alongside whatever item it was. I'm gonna be giving a lurk while I work. Thank you so much, Yoshi95. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for lurking. Oh my god, Phantom, you never need to justify buying a big Panda May for yourself. I bought one for myself. I was like... You guys remember when I was really sick in March? I was sick for like the entire month of March, and that's when I watched Turning Red and absolutely fell in love with it. And I was like, you know what? I'm buying myself a get well present. I'm buying myself this emotional support Panda May, and I love her. I've seen Encanto like 20 times! See, that's what I mean. Like, I know there are a lot of fans of Encanto that love it, and so I was like just absolutely shocked they didn't have tons of Encanto merch, because so many people I know are obsessed with it. So that was like very, especially having worked there, usually they're all about that stuff. So unless it was all sold out, but the other stuff that I look for, I'm like, they're not gonna have this, and they didn't. You know, my other favorite movie that I've watched this year is Soul, Pixar's Soul. It's an incredible movie, and I was like, well, maybe they'll have merch, and they literally had 3 things. That was it. So I was like, well, that's not surprising, but I did get one of the pieces. Odie actually got me one of the pieces of merch that was like little figures from the movie, because the other 2 things were, one was a t-shirt. I was like, I really don't need any more t-shirts if I can help it. Like, I'd rather get something else. And one was a Spirit jersey, and those are super expensive, and I was like, do I really need like another, you know, it was just none of those, neither of those items were like, oh my god, I can't live without that. So, but I did really want the figures, and I did get those. I'm so sad that I didn't get tickets to see Oogie Boogie Bash. No! Bruno's there, plus Ernesto de la Cruz is there, who's from oh! I was like, who is that? Because I know who that is. I've only seen Coco once, too. So, I did enjoy Coco more than Encanto, though. Just overall, I think. And there was a ton of Coco stuff there. Like, a ton. There was so much Coco stuff there, and so much Coco, like, represented, and there just wasn't in Encanto. I guess it's too new, maybe. I don't know. Speaking of Disney, I just watched a Disney Plus show called Daddies on Request, which is about 3 guys who took care of... Oh! Wait a minute. Which is about 3 guys who took care of her... and goes to Mexico to reunite her with her mother. Oh, like a baby? I think I've seen the preview for this show. I want to say I have. But I don't watch TV shows. Like, even if they're on, like, streaming services, I tend to not go for shows. I go for movies. Because a show is just too much to commit to. There's too many episodes. It's surprising to hear they had more Turning Red merch than Encanto. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would have thought the opposite. I would have thought there would have been tons of Encanto merch and not as much Turning Red merch, because, like, Turning Red is technically newer, and it's the Pixar merch they tend to have less of, in general, than the regular Disney merch, Disney Animation Studios merch. Also, just, I don't hear as many people going insane over Turning Red as Encanto, and maybe that's just because, like, you know, Encanto came out sooner and has been around for longer and has, like, a princess in it. Well, not really, but, like, you know, like, a princess type of girl. I know she's not a princess, but, like, you know how, like, little girls get really into, like, other girls that are, like, pretty and fun and whatever, and Panda May's kind of, like, going through a lot. And I'm more of an animal person, obviously. Like, I want all the animal movies. But I know there are a lot of little girls and kids out there that they go for the princesses over the animals. And I definitely went for the animals over the princesses. So, but yeah. There was a lot of Lightyear merch too, because there were so many little kids. This was so cute. There were so many little kids walking around with their Socks plushies. And I was like, yes, because I have that same Socks plush that they were walking around with. Like, everybody loves Socks. There was so much Socks represented. They even had Socks ears, like little Minnie Mouse ears that had socks on them. And I'm like, so cute. Okay. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and start Psyduck's head. I'm going to start with his little hair thing that's sticking out, kind of. Because I need to work this into the plushie right away, because it's like at the very top of his head, so I want it to be something I don't have to sew in later, I guess. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, there's one. Black's really hard to see on screen, so I'm not gonna really bother showing this. Anybody who wants to know, though, I'm doing a chain 4 and then single crocheting down those down 3 of the chains, skipping 1, single crocheting down 3. If you crochet, that makes sense. If you don't, you're like, cool. Okay, I'm going to... I just need 3 hairs, because he just has the 3. Oh my god, that reminds me! So, Odie and I saw... This is at Walmart. I never go to Walmart, but I was Squishmallow hunting for one of the Halloween Squishmallows that just got released, Bimby the Clown, which is impossible to find, by the way. I have not found him anywhere, nor have I found even the remotest little speck of his existence out in the wild. But we did see at Walmart they had Pokemon Trick or Treat card sets. Like, can you imagine being the house on the street that gives out little Pokemon trick-or-treat booster packs. Like, of course they were all gone. They're probably, unfortunately, didn't even go to people who are using them for that. They probably just went to scalpers and they're online for like $80 right now. But just the fact that that exists is the coolest thing to me. I'm like, are you kidding me? I would love that. Love so much. I'm like, we gotta be the cool fam on the street, even though we can't because people have already ruined it. Just kidding. Okay, so I have this little triangle of hair that I'm gonna squeeze into to be sticking straight up like that. I hope this is long enough. He's gonna be like small, so it should be enough, but I'm gonna get this ready to go and then I'm gonna work it into the very top of his head. Okay. Da, na, 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 na. Now, I need to figure out how I want to do this because I'm doing like a magic circle and I'm gonna put the hair into the middle of it. So let's see, I have 1, 2, 3. I wonder if I could do. Okay, I'm gonna try and figure this puzzle out really quick. Then it should be smooth sailing from there. This also might be too big. I don't know. Let's see. So if I do... this is one of those things that, like, if I were doing a tutorial, this would be so hard to show on the camera. Like, okay, now just find this stitch that doesn't even look like a stitch, doesn't make sense, and work in it. Some of the people I follow on YouTube that crochet, they have to deal with like such cringers. I mean, everybody has to deal with cringers in the comments, period, but they can't win. It's like people are like, you go too slow, or they're like, you go way too fast, and it's like, honey, it's a video. Like, you can like skip or go back. Like, there's a rewind feature. Like, I don't understand why people are so whiny all the time, but they are. I don't know. I'm like, well, that's irritating. Okay, I'm gonna see if I even like how this looks. I'm gonna just keep going with this head like nobody's business. Hold on. I feel like this... You know what I don't have up either? I don't have my reference photo up. There it is. Okay, yeah, I don't like how it looks. No, no, no. I'm starting over because this is just not it. This is not the moment. Anyway, I feel like if you don't know how to crochet, it sounds like Kingdom Hearts lore. Oh, 100%. Definitely. We just need a Socks movie? We got a Socks movie! It's called Lightyear. Let's be real. Socks was like the character. I've seen, yes, I saw the talking, Socks plush. I saw one at Walmart. The same trip that I saw the, like, why am I doing this? The same trip that we saw the trick-or-treat Pokemon cards. And I'm like, that is so cute. The Rock, welcome to the stream, as well as Stone String. I know, there are fast forward options on YouTube. I'm like, people just are desperate to complain, I think. I don't know. People are just very strange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm gonna take a new method with this. I love this song, how it goes into the little breakdown section that don't wanna... It sounds so dark and, like, fun. Okay, there's one of his little hairs. I'm just gonna make them individually like that because I think it's gonna be better than when I tried to have them all connected. I had a good idea, but it didn't really work out. It's fine. Big artist mood, hating how something looks immediately and starting over. You know, when you're crocheting, just, you know, off the cuff without a pattern, which is basically the only thing I ever do. There's a lot of trial and error when you're doing like a new, or a little detail, or a new shape or something, and it's just like, okay, no, I'm not gonna stare at that, or I'm not gonna finish this plush and have it look like that. Like, no. Yeah, so like, I think the individual hairs will be better. It'll be fine. So sorry, I'm spending like way too much time on these 3 hairs. So yeah, I think they're not happy with their lives, so they take it out on they take out their unhappiness on other people for sure. And like, people who are unhappy like that and just willing to make it act like it's everybody else's fault and not take responsibility and assign blame, those are like the people that are, you know, they're cowards because they hide behind a screen. You know, they can't address their issues flat out, like in a way that makes sense. They have to hide behind a screen and go after people that have nothing to do with their issues. So it's very odd and it's very sad. More people in this world need therapy. Actually, it shouldn't even be like, oh, you need therapy. That should just be like that should just be the norm. Like, in life, mental health checkups should just be part of your physical health checkups. Like, you get an annual physical if you keep up with, like, you know, common health practices. You would get an annual physical just to, like, you know, check on your body and make sure nothing's weird. And it should be the same way with mental health. Like, that should just be part of it. But it's not, and it's like, oh, you have to, like, pay out of pocket for that service. And the stigma's gotten a lot better, but especially not even that long ago, you know, even when I was a teenager, it's like the stigma was just like, oh, you're crazy, or yeah, you're one of those people. And it's like, that's so unnecessary. Like, everybody has something that they could talk about. And, you know, but a lot of people, they don't have access to therapy or getting help in that way because it's not built in to the regular, like, health system. It's its own thing, and it's expensive, and a lot of people can't afford that. And it's just, that's the way it is. Okay, I'm at 12 now, which is where I want to be. Sorry, I had to start this over. I didn't mean to, like, take forever. Dang it, I should have done... It's fine. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna make the head, like, kind of the size I want it to be. Like, I'm gonna increase to the size I want it to be, and then I'm gonna add these hairs. So, that'll be a fun little moment. But anyway... Right, literally every person on the planet would benefit from therapy. Exactly, because we all go through a lot. We all go through totally different things. You know? And it's not even like... You know, we wouldn't even have the same... We don't all deal with things the same way. Did this video just stop? Okay, I don't really know what happened, but my video was like, oh no, we're not gonna play this music anymore. Gamer Michael, welcome to the stream. I'll also give it a ba for you. And hold on, what did I just do? I don't know. Sorry, I was counting and then I stopped. Which means I'm gonna have to count right now. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Do I want his head to be... I'm trying to compare him to the sizes of the other ones. I guess he will need to go up to 24. So I'm gonna do the last increase of his head right now. Okay, 9. then 12, 13, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, I know you guys love counting, 22, 23, and 24. Okay, so this is like the full radius of his head. Alright, so now I don't have to count anymore, I just have to add to this until his head is the length I want, which he's got kind of a smushed head a bit, so it's not going to be like a full circle necessarily, it's going to be a little bit more of a smushed circle. Okay, hold on, I gotta add my yarn marker in. So, I also should, I don't know if I spelled this right, let's see. There we go. Change the category now that we're making Psyduck. I mean, we're still talking, obviously, but, you know. I'm gonna get about, well, actually, you know what? I was gonna, like, incorporate the beak into the face, but I think I'm gonna put it on the outside because it kind of goes around like this instead of just a straight line. If that makes sense. Anyway. I once used Psyduck. That was my main, actually, Stardev in Let's Go Eevee. Psyduck was my main, and which he evolved into Golduck, so really Golduck was my main, but he was definitely the strongest Pokemon on my team. Guys, I was looking forward so much to finding a shiny in Let's Go just because of, like, just like how you could see Pokemon running around in the wild. Like, it was so cute! And I never found one. I'm so sad. I've yet to find another shiny, ever. And it's like, oh, it's so rare. And it's like, yeah, well then, if it's so rare, why does everybody I know find one? Multiple times, and I find 0. It's annoying. Yeah, category changed to just Duckin', obviously. Totally what I meant to change it to. Speaking of Pokemon, they released their Halloween collection of, like, plushies and plush keychains. I really like the Gengar one. I'm thinking about getting the Gengar trick-or-treating keychain because it's super cute. I was gonna get, like, this. They had, like, a Ditto beanie come out at the same time, but it's already sold out, so I'm like, So I'm kind of waiting, and I'm like, if they still have them in stock, great, but you know, it's free shipping at $20. I'm like, I'm just gonna wait and see what else they come out with, and because he's not enough to get free shipping alone, and I'm trying not to spend excess money. You know, I did just go on a honeymoon, and I bought a lot of souvenirs and fun stuff, and I'm very proud of myself, though. I only bought 2 plushies, one of which was, like, me and Odie being like, okay, this is our thing, like, we want to get this for our home kind of deal. And the other was for me, and it's like, you know, I really didn't go crazy. I bought a lot more clothes than I thought I would, but you know, you wear clothes like, I wear all my clothes like crazy, so it's like, well, that's gonna get used. So I did a pretty good job of, like, buying stuff that I would use. I'm also probably to the point where I can do this, add in the hair, so I'm gonna do that really quick. Did I see that they had plushies of Scarlet and Violet? Yes, those came out while we were on vacation, while Odie and I were on vacation, and I was like, oh my god, they have plushies! They used to do, like, pre-order bonuses. The last 2 or 3 games they did pre-order bonuses where you got, like, a mystery plush keychain, and so I was like, no, they've changed it, but they're super cute. I don't know that I feel like I need to play before I can feel a large enough connection to one of the starters to justify getting a plush of it, because none of them are, like, Oh my god, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Like, they're all cute, don't get me wrong, but none of them are like, can't live without it. At the moment. Okay, I am... See his little hairs poking out? This looks so much better than it was going to with my first idea. First idea was like, don't do that. Okay, so now he has his 3 hairs sticking out. I'm gonna knot these together, so I'm gonna do this off screen a bit because it's gonna be easier. And did you also see... Wait a minute. Oh no, that I already read that comment. Sorry, Phantom. I'm reading your comments twice now. I saw the Halloween collection. I love little Vulpix and Zorua. Zorua? Is that how you say it? I'm not sure. Zorua plush keychains. I just love plush keychains because I use them on my bags all the time. Like, I love to personalize my stuff. You know, and just add a little bit of whimsy to it that way. So, like, plush keychains are the easiest way to do that with, like, just a regular old purse or backpack or bag. So I'm big on customization when it comes to that kind of thing. Because I hate when it's just, like, boring, same old crap. So there is 3 little hairs. I still don't know that I'm in love with the way that they look, but they're an easy thing to change later if I decide to use felt or something for them. So nice you started to read it. I know, right? I was like, oh, I guess I'll just say the same thing again. Oh, sorry for being a doof. Okay. So this, head doesn't really have that many rows, and we're not gonna actually close it because we're gonna make the bottom of the plush like his belly and body from the bottom up. It's gonna be unique. Alright, so after this row, maybe the next row, I don't know, after one of these rows I will start decreasing. This song is very intense. Ooh. Wait, this isn't even the same game anymore. This is gold and silver. I guess we beat the game. Yay, we beat it. Woo! Okay, I'm gonna decrease this row. I've already messed up because I already went too far. Sorry. Well, kind of. I don't know. Alright, anyway. Why am I telling you guys this? Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, ooh, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. I'm almost there, guys. I'm almost there. 21. Ah, no. 22. 23 and 24. Okay. So there's the head. Again, I don't love the way that his hair looks right now, so I probably will end up using felt or something like that. But for now, it'll just be a placeholder to kind of give an idea of what it will look like once it actually looks good. Okay, so I just need to fasten. No! I need to fasten off. I also need to aim this a little bit lower so you guys can see this better. I'm wearing my Epcot shirt today, by the way. Represent. Okay, cool. Leave a tail for sewing. So now his bulbous body is kind of going to be the same difference as his head, just larger. And I'm going to try to do a technique where I'm crocheting each of the limbs, well, not limbs, but like the wings and the tail directly to his body instead of making the piece and then sewing it to it later. I'm gonna try that and see what happens, because I think it'll work pretty well. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and start this. Let's see. Sorry if I asked this earlier, but did you see the lost pilot episode of the American Sailor Moon? No, I did not. And also, I probably wouldn't even know, because I love Sailor Moon and I love Usagi as a character. I have not seen the Sailor Moon anime since I was probably 10, maybe 10, 11, probably even younger. So I really don't remember much of it at all. Like, I love the characters, I love the design of, like, I love all the, like, the aesthetic of Sailor Moon. I just don't remember it very well. So, like, I would have to go back, start over from the very beginning, watching everything. So, like I said, I wouldn't even know, like, oh, this is an episode that wasn't, like, I would have no idea. I just wouldn't know. But Scottman, welcome to the stream. Good afternoon. Just got home from Grand Rapids. Nice. Well, I am having a pretty chill Labor Day so far. I just wish it were sunny out. Like, we got home from Florida and it has been gloomy and rainy. And it like didn't rain for like 3 weeks before we left. So maybe it was due for it. But I'm like, couldn't it rain while we were gone? Like, what the heck? Because it's like, Florida's so funny. Like, when I lived there, it was the same way as it is now. Like, you wake up, it's sunny and beautiful. 4, 5, 6 o'clock rolls around, and it is, here comes the storm. You know, it's a downpour for like an hour or so. Hour or two. Sometimes it lasts longer. We only had one day where it, like, was rainy the rest of the night. But even then, it wasn't like a downpour the entire night. But it's just funny how it is. It clears up, and then the next morning, same thing. It's like, ooh, it's sunny. Because I kept wanting to go night swimming. I was like, we need to go night swimming. It kept raining. I'm like, no, this rain needs to stop. So we finally got a couple nights where it rained, it went away, and then we could go night swimming. It's weird thinking of Psyduck's arms as wings, but honestly it makes sense. Right, they technically would be wings. But yeah, it's weird. They're so long and armish that it doesn't really look like that, but anyway, heading out to spend time with friends. Have fun with your friends, Joyful Ringer. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for being part of the stream. It's been cloudy the past 2 days here too. Thankfully, it's been dry. It's been dry here. It's just like, I hate when it's just overcast non-stop. Like, I need a little bit of, like, I need a little less gloom going on, you know? Okay, let's see. 4, 5. I'm still increasing, so I'll be counting for a little bit here still. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I made his head 24 stitches large, I guess, is how you would say that. So I made his head 24 stitches at its largest. Crochet works in increments of 6 in this, in amigurumi, most of the time. For this, in this case it does. It's in increments of 6. So I went 6, 12, 18, 24 for his head. This time I have to go up to 36, so I have to increase 2 more rows than I did on his head, so it'll be 6, 12, 18, 24, then I'll do 30 and 36. So it's going to take me a little bit longer to increase to that size before I don't have to count anymore. So just bear with me here. I'm increasing to 24 now. So I will count that out. So we have 1. Whoa, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I want him to be nice and bulbous. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, the song with this, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, and I'm on my last increase of this row, 21, 22, 23 and 24. And now we're going to increase to 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They sang battle songs with this. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and I have one more increase for this row now. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay. So I have one more increase to go before I can, because I'm gonna have him be kind of fat. I just think he looks cuter when he's fat. Sailor Moon is aesthetically pleasing, however the Lost pilot is actually a brand new show where the company called Toon Makers bought the rights before the DIC bought it. The concept was making it half cartoon and half live action. Interesting! That's really strange. But yeah. I need to... Again, I just have such a hard time watching TV shows, even if they're like, you know, it took me forever to watch like season 2 of Bridgerton, which was what, like 6 episodes? 8 maybe? I don't know. It still was not enough to justify being like, oh my god, there's so many episodes. I don't know. I struggle. Because, like, I love Inuyasha. It's, like, my favorite anime. I haven't watched it since I was a teenager because there's so many episodes. And, like, I could hop in anywhere and know what's going on because I've seen the entire thing before. But, it's still, like, daunting to think of starting from the beginning and watching the entire thing. Okay, I'm going to count this last row. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... 12. Ooh, we're evolving. Getting better. Or Psyduck is anyway. 2. Okay, there's 18. Right? Yes. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Jilly's so cozy back there. 6, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Last increase is 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36. Okay, so now I can add that yarn marker in, and now I don't have to count anymore. I can just crochet and talk. Although I will need to leave a space to add in the tail. Oh, whoa! Big Snappo! Big Snumpo! How's it going? Thank you so much for the sub!
But they're not your average points.
You, Game, and Crotch.
You, Game, and Crotch. Not yo. You. Just hope you know that Siri can't read, you know. Fun times. Thank you so much, Snack, for the Game and Crotch shout out. I'll give you all the bars, some stinkies. Some pinkies snuck in there. I started to say snuck and pinky at the same time. Some stinkies. Well, there goes my hook. Cool. You should watch One Piece. That doesn't have too many episodes. Oh my god. Of course, as soon as Shliam says that, Snack shows up. Favorite anime is Naruto. I tried to watch Naruto as a teenager, and I hated his voice so much because he sounded like he'd been screaming for like 24 hours, and he was still trying to scream, but his voice was hoarse. That's what he sounded like to me. He's like, like his voice sounded so cringe. I couldn't do it. I probably could have done the subbed version maybe if he didn't sound like he was choking. But he just didn't do it for me. I couldn't get into it because of his voice. I've forgotten to thank you, Dodie, for the nice card and the sweet Squatch sticker for like a week. Oh my god, I'm so glad you loved it. So like, we've had that sticker forever, Snack. We've had that sticker for you since like last year. And if we got you for Secret Santa, we were gonna put it in with your gift if either of us got you, but neither of us got you. So it was like, okay, I guess we're not doing that. And we kept like forgetting to send it, so I'm like, okay, we gotta put it in with his thank you card. No, thank you so much for the wedding gift, seriously. But yeah, we've been holding on to that sticker for a long time. And then I had it on Odie's desk. I was like, make sure you put this in with Snack's card. And of course he seals the envelope, and I'm like, did you put the sticker in there? And he's like, what sticker? So I had to like do some, you know, FBI work to get your envelope back open and put that sticker in it. The sticker was a journey. I'm glad it got to you. That's my point. Yeah, you summon Snack by speaking forbidden words. Exactly. I'm sure One Piece is great. It's just, so many episodes. Too much to jump into now. It's like, oh god. Which, again, I don't even watch anything that has episodes now except old reruns of Degrassi because it's my fave. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, and 14. I'm gonna make a hole for the tail to go in. And I think I'm gonna make it 4 across. So I'm gonna just chain 1, 2, 3, 4 to leave an opening. And then I'm gonna skip the next 4 stitches. I'm gonna skip the next 4 stitches and go in the 5th stitch right here. Which isn't really the 5th stitch, but that's how it looks to us on that chain. So that way when I make the tail, it just already has something I can crochet into. Which will make more sense when we get there. We're not there yet, so bear with me. But now we'll get to continue on with the body as normal. We're going to do a similar thing for the wings. Like just making little holes that we can work out of, rather than finding a spot to sew to later. It'll just sort of save time in the end, and it'll look cleaner. So you can do it either way, but I'm just doing it this way because it's just fun to show off other techniques, I guess. Yeah, thank you for completing its journey, of course. I'm glad you liked it, at least. I think we got it in Myrtle Beach. I'm pretty sure we bought it in Myrtle Beach and intended to give it to you at some point before now. Yeah, ended up holding an envelope. FBI, open up. Totally. I'm always so bad. Like, when I get stickers like that, I'm always like, oh my god, what? Like, I want to put it on something that it'll look good on, and that that I also use, so it's not just like, oh, I put it on this thing that I never look at or touch. I really like the vinyl stickers for that reason, that you can put on, like, water bottles. I don't have a laptop, or I probably would put them on there. But, like, I like that you can put them on water bottles and stuff like that gets used, and then you can see them, but you don't want to get it too crowded, or then you can't see any of your stickers anymore. I also use notebooks and stuff quite a lot, so, like, if it looks good on the outside, I would totally do that too. But I have, like, sticker anxiety. I'm like, oh my god, if I use this sticker, I can never use it again. But again, I love personalizing stuff and customizing it. When I did my internship in Disney World, it really gave a whole new meaning to customizing your stuff, because so many people, like, had the same things as you, or would buy the same things that you bought that were available in the park, that you would, like, have to customize it to know that it was yours. It made it really fun, though. Like, I got really into, like, making sure my stuff was customized after that. Look at how huge he is. Okay, he might be, he's gonna be kind of bulbous, you guys. He's gonna be super Psyduck. Anyway, Master Starman, welcome to the stream. I think Inuyasha plus Final Act plus Yashahime is only like maybe 250 episodes. I don't know. Regardless, it's a lot to go back. I said it before, but I can't get over how cozy Jilly is. Hey everyone, I forgot to change my username, FunMikey03. How's it going? Forgotten username, it's okay. I love stickers, Schliam. They're not a curse. They're just like, you know, you have to make big adult decisions of where to put them. With that peanut-looking body, I'd be surprised if Psyduck didn't turn out a little bulbous. Yeah, for sure. He's gonna be quite bulbous. I probably could have done 30, but I don't know. He's gonna be extra big this way. I think he'll look extra cute when he's, like, bulbous. Hopefully. Hopefully I didn't just ruin his dreams. So now I just kind of will keep going until I get kind of towards the full size of his body, where I will incorporate the limbs, or the wings. Ugh, I'm kind of worried though that I did make him too big. No, I think as we go up it'll be fine. It looks kind of flat right now, but as I keep working in the rounds, it's gonna go into more of a ball shape than just a flat circle, so I just think I can't see it very well right now. I can see it very well. Oh, they're great! They're just also cursed. Well, that is true, I guess. I guess I can't argue with you there. Anyway, is Yashahime the one about, like, their kids or whatever? I know it came out a couple years ago, or maybe that was last year, I don't know. It feels like it came out, like, 5 years ago, and it definitely didn't. But I never watched that one. Mostly because I have not watched any anime since forever. I've said it many times, I'm more of a manga person. I make time to sit down and read books. I do not make time to sit down and watch shows. That's my thing. I find it a lot easier. It's kind of the same as, like, I'm more of a handheld gamer than like a console gamer anymore, because I enjoy being able to take games on the go or lay in bed or go in unconventional places and play them rather than having to sit in front of the TV. Like, I'm not a let's sit in front of the TV and hang out kind of person. That just, like, gives me anxiety because I feel like I'm not doing anything even though I'm watching something. I don't know. Even with movies, it's hard to get me to sit down and watch a movie. Like, I have to make it a whole moment. Like, I have to go all out or it won't happen. And if I'm going to see a brand new movie, I go to the theater because then I'm going and doing something fun like that. No, I don't have any Pokemon cards to open today, Snack. I wish I did because I had, like, this tradition where that was happening, but no, I don't have any. I was saying that we saw a display at Walmart that was for trick-or-treat Pokemon cards, like, and I was saying earlier, like, imagine being the house on the street that gives out Pokemon cards instead of candy. That would be the ultimate house. But you know, like, probably none of those cards, they were completely sold out. So none of those cards probably went to actual, like, collectors or kids. They probably all went to scalpers, which is extremely disappointing, but no, I wish I had cards to open, but I don't. I feel like that's right, Master Starman. I think it came out right when COVID happened. I think it did too. I kind of forgot it existed until you just said something, though. Big Odin's back! Let's go, Odie, in chat. Welcome, Odie, to the chat. Thanks for joining us for this hot Psyduck action. When I was a kid, that would have made my whole Halloween. Oh, me too. I would have been, like, on cloud 9. I mean, I hope like one day to make bank enough that I can buy like all little Halloween plushies or Pokemon cards or something fun to give out for Halloween that's not just candy, because I always loved when I would go trick-or-treating and like some houses would have like little Halloween toys incorporated into their candy bowls, and you'd sometimes get like cute like little finger puppets, or I remember one year I got like a pumpkin yo-yo that was really cute, or you get little themed erasers for school, like just little treats that like kind of shake it up. I enjoyed getting that stuff just as much as candy, because I love Halloween and I love Halloween themed stuff, but you know, just having exclusively like toys or fun stuff like that that you give out would be so cool. Marching band, welcome to the stream. And we're just talking about the ultimate trick-or-treat stuff. It's kind of funny to think, Odie and I have already been trick-or-treating this year. Also, I just love that Disney does trick-or-treating for everybody. It's not like, oh, well, you have to be under 10 or whatever. It's like, I am under 10 in my soul. But yeah. So we've already gone trick-or-treating in August. Can't start too early. Already wore one of my Halloween shirts that I bought from... It's a store called Magical Castle Embroidery. I've actually bought one other piece from them before. They do all like Disney parks themed stuff, but they did the shirt I got, it says Little Miss Hocus Pocus, and it has like a Little Miss Witch on it. It's really, really cute. But I had to wear that the other day. I don't remember. Did I wear that on stream? No, I wore my Epcot shirt on stream. But anyway, I've already, you can't see it unless I move my chair, but here's my this is my start to Halloween decor. Because I usually start putting stuff out, even though it is still summer, I do start putting it out in September, because I like to have it out a little bit longer than just like the month of October. I mean, that's fine too, but like my birthday's in October, I kind of want the vibe to already be there. So I have all my Nightmare Before Christmas Squishmallows, which I only have 2, but you know, I have Jack and Zero, and then I have my Oogie Boogie Build-A-Bear. Oh, Julia, what you do? And I have my pumpkin Squishmallow too that I got years ago, but before Squishmallows were extremely popular and hard to find. Also, his body getting pretty big. We're gonna need to make space for we're gonna need to make space for the limbs soon. Or the wings. Wings? Limbs? I don't know. However you think of his arms. However you do. Anyway. Excited for Nightmare Before Christmas Halloween decorations? Yes! They had a bunch at Walgreens, and I should have bought the Mare Squishmallow that they had, because they had 2 of them, and I went back the next day and he was sold out. I'm like, probably scalped. Really annoying. Mad at myself for not getting him when I had the chance, but oh well. It happens. Okay, so I think after I'm finished with this row, so when I get back to this little paperclip marker here, I'm going to do the row where I leave holes for limbs. So I'm gonna have to space this out. So 36 minus 8 is 28, which divided by 2 is 14. Let me think. Okay, so there should be 14 stitches between each set of 4. Okay, so this is the first. I'm gonna have to concentrate for a second here. Hold on, guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I need to look at this. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, or... Okay, good. Alright, cool. So once I get past... I'm going to do the same thing I did for the tail. So I'm going to chain 4 at this little space right here that I've chosen for his first arm. Skip the next 4 stitches and single crochet in that 5th stitch. Oh, why does that look weird? Okay, there we go. Okay, and then I need to count 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Now same thing. I'm going to chain 4, 3, and 4. Skip 4 stitches, single crochet into the 5th stitch. And then I'm just going to crochet back to where my marker is. And that'll be the end of this row. And then I'm ready to decrease. So we're getting to the end of his body. He's very bulbous, as we wanted him, which is fine. Okay, so now I'm going to start decreasing. I'm at 36 stitches. I'm going to decrease to 30 stitches now. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have intense cave theme, right? I don't know. 9, 10. Oh, tight stitch. No. Why did I make this so tight? No. 11. There we go. 12. Perfect. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. I'm halfway down this row. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. These chains are kind of hard to crochet over. 29. No. Okay. And 30. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Now I have one more decrease, and then the next row will be a lot easier because I won't be going into tiny little chains. Bulbous belly, you know it. Look how tiny his head looks compared to his belly. He's got to be bulbous. Okay. And then 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36. And now this last row here before we're gonna sew the head and body together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wait, did I just count that wrong? Hold on. I counted wrong, I think. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 15. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I accidentally counted wrong. Okay, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Okay, so I need to count and make sure I have 24 stitches around. 1, 2, 12. Yay, I do. Okay, so then I'm gonna fasten off right here. Just to make it smooth. Cool. Alright, so now it should be smooth across the top. There's his body. We're gonna add the limbs and the tail before we connect his head, because when we connect his head, he'll have to be stuffed. So I want to make sure that I have the limbs and stuff before then. Anyway. Okay, so we're getting there. We are getting there for sure on Psyduck. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and start one of the limbs now. Or wings, however you want to call it. Julie, you're so cozy back there still. She's like, I love this. This is great. Okay. So I'm just joining my yarn to the little hole I made for his arm. And I can say his because I know that, Misty Psyduck is a boy. Okay, 1, 2, oops, 3. Wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very difficult to see. Okay, there we go. You got money! Sent some to mom, right? All I know is that my mom gets to buy all the fun stuff in that game. She's like, I bought you this cute plushie for your room, and I'm like, well, what if I wanted to pick it out? What if I didn't want Clefable? You know? What if I wanted a different plush? Mom, did you ever think of that? I know. Very ungrateful to my mom in Pokemon. She always so calls me too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I have 2 more stitches, so this is going to be 10 stitches around. 9. And 10. Okay, great. 1. Okay, so his arms are gonna stick out quite a bit, which is good, because then I can put them on his head or whatever. What is this song? 1, 2, 3, 4. This song is so weird. 6, 7. Dang lass. 8. I think this would be Jilly's song if you encountered her. Dun, 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 dun. Like, I feel like this is the song that would play if you encountered Jill G. Because she'd be very playful and like, wow, you came to play with me. No, this would be Kit's song. This would be Kit's song if you encountered her. Like, she's kind of snicky. She's very sus of people. This just sounds like, I don't trust you. Which is kind of how she approaches people. I feel like that was just Jilly and Kit we encountered. I know her Psyduck is male in the games, at least. It is in the show, because she's like, he's such an idiot. Like, she's always so mean to him. She abuses him like crazy. Yeah, we could have gone shopping together, Mom! What the heck? So I've heard that there's some debate upon whether Odie actually bought you a Bratz game or not. Okay, he just doesn't remember this, but... No, at the used video game store we go to, it's buy 5, get the 6th free. And he bought 5 games, and I was like, well, will you get me this Bratz game? And he's like, fine, because it was free. So did he buy it for me? Not exactly, but he did get it for free, and it was my choice, because I'm like, he buys every Wii U game, so like he ends up with these really dumb games that he's never gonna play, so he cannot tease me about my Bratz game, okay, that I've never played. If you want, wait, honestly, if you want my take, I think that he did do that, but I'm sure there's a case to be made for both sides. Oh, wow, okay, yeah. See, there you go. There you go. The song of Kit dashing out of the room, rejecting my love. Remember how, like, Snack, I was so hopeful that Jilly would be, like, all over you, but she just wanted your bag. She was all over your bag, like, wow, this is incredible. Like, I can't wait to lay all over this bag. And then when you got near, she's like, I want you. I want your bag. Correction, I can still tease you about it. How could you? How could you, D? That's true. Okay. 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna add a marker to this next row. It's just starting these limbs that are like connected to the body. They look really... They can be kind of deceiving at first, like which stitch is what? Like where am I going? So I just wanted to make sure I was on the right track, but... Okay, but we're getting there, so now I don't need to count. I can just keep going. I just wanted to make sure it was turning out the right way. Yes, okay. Anyway. Kit just chilling with me. Oh, Kit's chilling with Odie at the moment. Oh my gosh. She cuddled with him on the couch last night when we had movie night. Jilly cuddled with me, because, like, you know, mommy. She's like, she always cuddles with me, and then she looks at Odie like, you're not really who I want. Like, she just is very much a mama's girl. That's just how she is. But Kit, man, she has been all over Odie ever since we got back from our honeymoon. How could you leave me? Which she's also a mama's girl, but she's been, like, exceptionally inquisitive with him, like when he makes any sort of threat to leave. Like, he got the mail the other day and she yelled like crazy at him, like, how could you? How dare you go outside and get the mail? That is just too much. So Jilly hated me too. She did not listen. She did not hate you. She just wasn't too sure. If it was just you, I feel like she would have been a little bit more like, oh wow, this guy's here to play with me. But because there were more people here, she was just like, I don't know about this. I'll just take this guy's bag. Okay, so there's his arm. You can see it sticking up. Hey, we have this as an alert, except it's a different version of this, obviously. Wow, she just wants me for my bag, just like everyone else. You got me. I only want Snack for his bag. Dumb. Anyway. In Jilly's opinion, getting a mail... No, this wasn't Jilly, this was Kit. Kit was the one who had to yell like crazy. Because Jilly's not very vocal. She'll be vocal if she's playing, like she'll squeak at you if she's playing or if she wants a treat or is hungry, but she won't just yell at you, like, for no reason, whereas Kit will just meow and meow and meow and yell. She's a very vocal cat. You could have, like, a conversation with her. Jilly's just not that way. How many rows am I? 1, 2, 3... Okay, so I'm about to be on row 7. I need to figure out how long to make his arm. Hold I'm gonna aim for 10 rows and then see how it looks from there. So, anyway, sorry. Limbs, yo. They're annoying. At least he only has the 2 limbs because his feet will be made differently. Limbs are probably my least favorite thing to crochet, like when I make amigurumi, because they're just so small. They're hard to start no matter what you do. They're very tedious and hard on your fingers. I don't know, they're just not the most fun. So, at least that's how I feel. I'm not the biggest fan. And I think we're getting there as far as this is concerned. Okay, anyway. Julie's just so cozy back there. She's like, Mama, put this blanket out for me. I'm gonna lay on it the whole time you're streaming. She really does wait until I'm done streaming to get up. It's like the second I stop talking, she knows I'm done. And she'll get up and move. Like, every time. Wow, your Pokemon have laid an egg! It's like the #1 thing I would do in this game. Is go and see what Pokemon would have babies together. Which is basically what I do in any game that allows it, you know? That's why I love The Sims. That's why I loved Fire Emblem Awakening. Just add babies and it's my game, apparently. Okay, let's see. So... I feel like his arms need to be a little stubby, so I think I'll stop here at row, what is this, 10? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Wait, what? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this is row 9. Let's see, do I need a 10th row? I'm gonna see how he looks really quick. Okay, maybe I'll add a 10th row and then just, if it's too much, I'll take it out, so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's the end of row 10. How long does this look? Gosh, it's so hard to tell. No, I think 10 is good. Okay, I'm gonna keep it 10 rows. And I'm actually going to remove a couple stitches just because of the way I'm gonna put this together. Okay, so now I'm gonna close this up. So I'm just fastening off. And I'm gonna sew, whoops, I'm gonna sew this shut. Could have single crocheted it shut, but whatever. It's fine. Okay, cool. Why is this so annoying? Okay, now what I'm gonna do is leave a tail on here so I can sew his arms to his head if I want. Okay, what the heck am I doing now? Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so there you see his little arm that's sticking up. So I'll probably add a little bit of stuffing in there just to make it a little bit, that's my finger in there, but a little bit fat. And then I'm going to, well, that's really going to be it. So never mind. There are no other steps to that. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Anyway. Your chickens have babies in Stardew. Well, shoot. Also, Baba Soba, welcome to the stream. Thank you. I can crochet pretty fast at this point because I've been doing it regularly so long, but thank you. I try. It's helpful when you're trying to do a lot of stuff or get a lot of product out. My dogs are kind of like that too. When I'm Skyping with my boyfriend and we're getting ready to wrap it up, my dogs just know. I think they've trained themselves to be like, oh, she's saying specific things. It must be time to get up soon. They, seriously, either like, they probably, I know animals recognize words. So like, they know the words that you say when you're about to stop doing something. They also know when your mood changes or your energy changes, like to, you know, because like, you know how when you stream or you, well, not all of you may stream, but if you do stream, you know, you kind of turn up for streaming, like you have a higher level of energy because, you know, you want to keep it going, you want to be like energetic and not be just like, you know, you don't want to be passing out. So you kind of turn on for the camera a little bit, like you're still you, it's just you are, your energy is up. Whereas when you're done streaming, you kind of take a breather and relax, and it's like, okay, now it's time to get food or to like rest my voice or whatever. And I think they know when that energy changes, and they also just know when it's quiet, like, oh, she must be done then. Common X42, welcome to the stream as well. Why did I become a Twitch streamer? Well, I was a Let's Player on YouTube, and Let's Playing was kind of dying. Editing was getting harder to do, having more just IRL responsibilities, so, you know, streaming kind of eliminated the middleman of having to edit together a bunch of videos and spend a ton of time on that, and I really love live interaction with my audience, so that was great. It took out the post, like, oh, you comment and then I say something kind of system. But yeah, it was kind of like the evolution, I think, of Let's Plays. So it just kind of made sense. It was easy. Wow, here's my question. How could you become a Twitch streamer? How could I do it? How could I do this to you? I don't know. How could I? What am I doing? I need to make one more arm. Listen to how fun this song is. I'm gonna make my other limb, and now that I know exactly how many stitches it is, I'll just add a marker at the first row, and that'll save time. If I can ever get this to go through. Okay, there we go. I think, hold on. I need to start this at a different spot. When does this play? Is this like in the forest or something? Like, you're gonna go catch Pokemon. Here are the rules. Don't suck. You know what I need to do? I need to start my Pokemon Crystal playthrough over now that I have the actual cartridge and do it from the cartridge. That's what I need to do. Because I started Pokemon Crystal not sort of the same time of year last year, not really, because I think it was more like in November, but I started it in the fall of last year and then kind of dropped off at Christmas time and was like, I want to do other things, I want to play other games, as you do sometimes. So gosh, this is so annoying to start. Hold on, guys, I promise this won't take me that long. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Staying bike theme. Ah! Okay. Okay, I swear these stitches are annoying. Okay, 8. Cool. 9. Is this right? And 10. Yay! Okay, I'm 10 stitches around, which is what I need. But I'm gonna count it and make sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. I'm gonna add my marker to this very first stitch if I can. It is so hard to do. Fine. Okay. Yay. Anyway. I have a question. Will you ever say hi to me? Bye, Shalene. No, I won't. I'll just say bye. How about that? What if I never say hi to you? Listen to how relaxing this song is. Anyway. Do you still think GG stands for good night? I don't. I since learned it's not good night. Also, I just saw it wrong. I swear. I don't know why I saw GG and was like, oh, good night, like every time anybody ever said it. I think because somebody had put, like, good night after GG, and I was like, oh. So no, I do not think that, but I think my brain just got all kinds of confused when that first happened, when somebody was leaving and saying GG at the same time. It was too much. It was way too much. Way too much for my soul. Listen how jazzy this song gets. GG also stood for good. You don't say. You don't say. I watched a YouTube video the other day about how well composed this song and E Critique City are by this jazz musician. Really? I mean, it sounds so jazzy. Like, it sounds so good. It's so funny to hear these songs, like, in this way. Like, obviously this is... We grew up with this version. These, like... however many bit versions of songs, whether you're... Depending on what console you're playing on for, like, different games. But, like, when you hear, like, what they're supposed to sound like, it's kind of crazy. Like, kind of insane how they make it work on, like, you know, NES cartridges, Super NES cartridge, whatever. Even N64 songs can sound very bizarre, like, and then you hear the real way it was composed, and you're like, oh my god, it's so different. But they still did a great job, you know. I don't know what the word is for that, like, when they lessen... I don't know what the word is. You know what I'm trying to say, though, hopefully. Where they essentially have to make the song fit into a video game of a certain size. And they're all different sizes, that's why I say that, because they're all done in, like, different ways because of their sizing. And I love when new games come out that kind of take, like, a retro style, but make it modern. That's also really cool. No, maybe this is the forest, right? I don't know. I can't remember where anything is in this game anymore. Compress. Yes. I was like, this is the word. The word I'm looking for is compress. So yes. It's crazy how they compress, like, these really amazing, like, composed songs into these tiny little files, essentially. So we talked about this a little on Saturday, but the pianist at one of the resorts that we went to during our honeymoon, me and Odie, during our honeymoon in Disney World, he was, the cast member's name is Wes. He's incredible. He was playing the piano, and he literally learned Dearly Beloved from Kingdom Hearts on the spot for us, and sight read it and played it for the entire hotel, which was amazing, and we both definitely teared up at that, because that was such a, like, special moment. And it was funny, because, like, this lady came up to me, and she goes, you guys requested this, right? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, what is this? This is such a beautiful song. I love whatever this is. So I told her what it was, but... You know, Kingdom Hearts is Disney, but you wouldn't know it if you went to Disney World. You wouldn't know. Anyway, but he was playing Name That Tune with us with old Disney movies, and I have to say, it's probably one of the only times I've ever been better than Odie at Name That Tune. But it was so cool. It was such a cool moment. Like, it's funny because I think that was like maybe it was just one of my favorite moments of our honeymoon, and it wasn't even like in the parks, you know. You'd think like, oh well, so all the magic's in Magic Kingdom. No, it's everywhere. It was so much fun. Hold on, I gotta count what row I'm on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm on row 7. Okay, remember I have 10 rows, so I've gotta stick to my guns. Anyway, I would kill at Disney Name That Tune. There were a couple I kicked myself over that I was like, oh my god, I should have known. Because he was like, I'm gonna play some older ones for you, and he was like, this song, here's your hint, a character doesn't sing it. It is a character song, but it's not sung by a character, like, there's no words. There are no words. So I was like, okay. And I recognized it so much, and I was like, God, it's right on the tip of my tongue, and I cannot think what this is. I was like, it's gotta be, like, Dumbo or Bambi, one of them, and I'm like, I feel like I would know if it was Bambi because we had that soundtrack, so maybe it was Dumbo, so I like second guessed myself. And there was another guy sitting there and he was like, Mary Poppins, and I'm like, no, I would know Mary Poppins. Like, that's like one of my all-time faves. And a lot of the like animal movies I don't watch anymore because I can't. Now that I understand my emotions, I just can't do it. It's too sad. But he played the song that, like, Feline in Bambi is introduced to, and he was like, that's Feline's song, and I was like, oh my god, I knew this! Why did I not, like, I should have connected the dots, but it had been so long since I'd seen it or listened to the soundtrack that I was just like, oh my god, no, I should have known! I was so, like, I was so irritated. I was like, I should have known. I was like, I knew it had to be Bambi or something, but I just could not place what song it was. And then he played Baby Mine, and I got that right away. I was like, okay, that's Dumbo, duh. And I can't even think about that because it will make me cry, but, hold on. 1, 2, 3, I'm still battling with these rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm on row 9. After this, I have one more row. Dumbo, all the songs are sung, but I was thinking like, oh, well, what if it's like a score song that plays at some point? Because it's been a long time since I've seen it, but Bambi, I think a lot of them are done by like the world singing. Well, this song, no, I think you're right. I just know that Feline's song doesn't have any words, period, though. Like, no one is singing it. I know! Baby Mine always makes me cry, too! I can't even think of that scene. I tried to, like, Odie's like, what's this scene? And I was like, well, it's a scene with the mom, and I couldn't even, I was like, I can't talk about it, I'm gonna start crying. This is when, like, Feline comes into the forest and he sees her for the first time. It's like that moment, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, probably, but, like, it really is just instrumental, so I was like, dang it, the heck, why did I not remember this? And then he did one that this was another one I kicked myself over, because I was like, I seriously just watched this movie like a month or so ago. But it was the first time I'd watched it in a long time. He did the song that Snow White sings at the wishing well. And I was like, oh my god, I know I was like, this is one of the, like, I said this is either Snow White or Pinocchio. And I can hear the words, but I can't think of what they are. I was so mad at myself. Like, every other song I got, but those two I was like, I knew them and I didn't say them, and I was so mad at myself. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're on row 10. I'm gonna actually count this row so I don't have to do this every 5 seconds. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. That's the complete row 10 of this. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time. I'm going to stitch the hands together. I'm wishing! Yes! I would have definitely also recognized that. Like, doesn't it make you so mad when you, like, recognize a song and you can't think of the words to it, so then you, like, can't remember what it is? Like, we literally just watched it. I'm like, oh my, come on. Because we were trying to watch all the princess movies before we went to Disney World, especially the ones we hadn't seen either. I think I've seen all of them before, but there were some that Odie had never seen before. Like, he had never seen Sleeping Beauty or Snow White, and for me, it's been a very long time since I've seen those. Snow White we had on video, so, like, it's been a long time since I watched it, but I did grow up with it, whereas Sleeping Beauty I did not have on video. I borrowed it from a friend once, and we watched it, like, twice, and that was it. Like, I have not seen it very much. This song reminds me of Pokemon Stadium more than this game. Okay, hold on. I need to. Anyway, it was funny to do it. It was fun to play Name That Tune just on the piano because, like, you know, I feel like it's easy to do it if you just hear the soundtrack, regular old song, but when it's on the piano, you know, you don't have the words, you just have the melody. And I will say Wes also learned Eye to Eye on the spot and played it for me on the piano, because I was like, Goofy Movie is the best. And it sounded so cute and so jazzy on the piano. Sleeping Beauty is a really cool looking movie. I agree. And I remember loving, like, the fairies in it when I was little, and you know, it's just fun to, like, go back and watch them now as an adult, too, because then you can really, like, see and appreciate the art style, not that I didn't appreciate it as a kid, but it's just, like, crazy to think, like, wow, somebody, like, drew this by hand, and painted this. Insane. But yeah, we definitely had Bambi and Dumbo growing up, and those were two that, like, I watched them, but I didn't watch them as often as others because they were so sad. You know, they would make me really upset. And again, once I got older and understood my emotions, I can't even do some of the, like, I can't even watch it now. Like, I don't think I could. I couldn't watch Dumbo. I could not watch Bambi. I can't watch Fox and the Hound. I can't do it. It's too sad. It's just like, I can't I can't sign up for the Sob Fest. And that's what would happen. Anyway. Watching it as an adult, the backgrounds and the artwork, oh my god, I know, it's like, what? How is this just in, like, an animated movie? Like, unbelievable. Like, all those older movies are like that. And it's just, there's something lost. You know, we have, like, the computer animation today, which is fine, but you just lose that, like, the artwork. Which it took a lot more time and was a lot more tedious, but man, it was so worth the product, I think. Alright, I'm making the tail. This is not going to take as long as the limbs because it's a lot shorter. So I'm not even going to mark this. I'm just going to kind of go around and around until I like the length of it. But his body's coming together. He's got his arms up like this. Surfing on lake. Okay, anyway. Regardless, it was fun to play Name That Tune at Disney World with a live pianist. That was a very special treat for us. I asked him to play Everybody Wants to Be a Cat, and he did, and then it went into Thomas O'Malley. That song gets stuck in my head a lot. O'Malley the alley cat. What else did he play? He also played a couple Jungle Book songs. He said that was one of his favorites that he grew up with. So he played like Shere Khan's song, and I was like, okay, I wouldn't know that one because I've only seen the Jungle Book like once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, sorry. I just wanted to see how... Oh, I don't want to do that. Shoot. Alright, I said I wasn't going to count, and then I immediately counted. Oh, Chili, where you go? You stretchy? She's like, I'm stretching out. We didn't grow up with the Jungle Book. I just had one of those tapes that was, it was like the sing-along tape with the owl. And it had, which Jungle Book song did it have on it? I think it had the You, I Wanna Be Like You, which I also heard in the dance industry a lot. A lot of people dance to that. So, I don't think it was the Bare Necessities on it because my mom doesn't like that song. She's like, oh my god, the Bare Necessities get stuck in my head for the rest of time. So I don't think it was that song that was on it, but I think it may have had a preview for it on it or something. Sorry, this song is really buttony. Anyway, but we didn't have that video. We didn't grow up with the Jungle Book. And so I don't know those songs. I know like this, look for the bear. I know Bare Necessities and I know, I Want to Be Like You, but I wouldn't know like the instrumental songs. Like I would not know the instrumental melodies for when certain characters show up. So I would that I would be lost on. So I was like, I don't know. Okay, sorry, I missed a bunch of comments. I love the way the backgrounds look in Sleeping Beauty. Yes. I didn't grow up watching Sleeping Beauty that much compared to other princess movies. Like I said, we didn't own it, so it wasn't one that I saw more than like twice. Sister has a book of all the art Mary Blair did for Alice. Oh my god. I did grow up with Alice in Wonderland. That was a video we had. We had a lot of Disney videos, but there were just a couple iconic ones that we missed. Fox in the Hound just destroys me now. The scene where a widow Tweedley... no. No. I can't even talk about that scene. My mom said, she's like, you guys were kids watching this movie, and when that scene happened, I literally had to go in the bathroom and sob so you guys didn't see me, like, bawling my eyes out at this. And I'm like, yeah, I couldn't even watch that now. There is no way. No way. Finally watched the Aristocats for the first time. Yes, the Aristocats! We didn't have the Aristocats growing up. Again, we just had the sing-along that had Everybody Wants to Be a Cat on it. So that was a later movie entry for me. I remember getting my hair cut at Cookie Cutters. This is a funny story, but I watched part of it there when I got my hair cut as a kid, and then I didn't see it until I was a teenager. But I love all the characters, you know, and I loved the music that I knew from it. Growing up in a Mexican household, I would watch every Disney movie in Spanish first, then in English, and it's interesting to compare the translation to the original. Oh, I'm sure. That has to be, like, super, like, interesting. I Want to Be Like You is one of my favorite Disney songs ever. I can see why, Snack. Like, I can see why. That song has a special place in my heart because the very first character I ever took out into the parks when I worked for Disney was King Louie. So I'm like, of all characters, King Louie will always be the first character I walked out into the park with. So that was very special, and he was a fun character to be with because, you know, I had to be the I had to make up the stories for what the character was doing in the park at that moment. And his was all about dancing. So, like, literally when he had to go in, I was like, guys, he's got to go to his tap dancing lesson. And It was just so fun. And people would like run up with their autograph books and he doesn't know how to write, so he'd just cover his face and be like, oh no, like so sad. I'm like, oh, Mowgli hasn't taught him how to write yet. Like, he was just a fun character to be with in the parks. So he was the very first character I took out. The next character was Donald. And I remember I walked out hand in hand with Donald. We were holding hands, going out into the park, and Donald was very nervous, so I'm like, it's okay! So that was the first of my Fab Five. So like the original, like, classic Disney characters, Donald was the first one I ever went out in the parks with. So, you know, it's just fun to think about those moments and those memories. Poor illiterate King Louie. It was so funny. So yeah, it's like, sorry, he doesn't sign autographs, but I'm sure he would if he knew how. Just those kind of things were so funny and really fun about the hey, da 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 da. This is my theme. Probably not, but maybe sometimes. I get kind of snicky sometimes. Anyway. Okay, I think I'm gonna add like a little bit more to Psyduck's tail, and then I'm going to decrease to make it come to a little bit more of a point. Oh my gosh. Also, speaking of Disney stuff, you guys, I am going to be playing Mickey Speedway USA tomorrow. I started playing that a couple weeks ago when I did like my N64 day where I played Hey You Pikachu, which I need to play that again at some point too. I played Hey You Pikachu, Pokemon Stadium 2, and then I finished the day with Mickey Speedway USA. I was just trying to go through games that I hadn't played in a long time, or in addition to well, I just got Pokemon Stadium 2 again, so I've only played it like once since I've gotten it, other than that last time, so I wanted to play it again. And Hey You Pikachu, I was like, alright, I think we've gotten to a point where we need to take a break. Plus my cartridge decided to Blair Witch on me, and I don't really understand. Alright, I'm gonna start making his tail a little bit smaller to come to a point. 3, 5, 6. This song is really weird. 7, 8, 9. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, let's see. I enjoy watching you play Mickey Mouse. Yes, let's go! Mickey Speedway USA! It's just fun to, like, go through the actual locations and be like, have I been here? Yes or no? Which I think last time most of them I actually had not been to. Like, I've never been to... I think we went through Vegas. I've never been to Vegas. I've never been to San Francisco. I've only been to LA and California. But yeah. Yeah, the horror game I played, Hey You Pikachu, it was so cute. I just don't know why it messed up that one time, and like, I don't really know what it was doing. But another game I need to play for you guys, because I just got it, I just got it the other day, because Odie and I did a little bit of game chasing when we got back home, because we just needed a little pick-me-up from, like, you know, when you're depressed, getting home from vacation, it's sad. So we made, like, a date night of it and went to dinner and then decided to do a little game chasing. And we ended up finding several... there were, like, a lot of good games at the store we went to at the time, but... we found Diddy Kong Racing, which is one I've been looking for, so that's another game. I'll probably play that next week. That's kind of my plan, is to play Diddy Kong Racing next week for you guys, because I've never played it before. I have never experienced that game whatsoever, but I really love racing games. I enjoy rare games, and N64 is my favorite, so I'm sure I'm gonna love it. I know it might be a little bit of a curve because I'm used to Mario Kart 64. That's what I grew up with, but I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to that. But I got that, and then Odie got GoldenEye for the N64. So we both got N64 titles. Growing the collection, you know. But Diddy Kong Racing was like the next title I had talked about, like possibly getting. Oh, Julie, did you move, sweet girl? Hi. Oh, Julie. She's like, I moved closer to Mama. Oh my goodness, sorry. I should have been drinking water a lot more than that. Let's see. What the Psyduck? Hello, Torterabyte. Welcome to the stream. Welcome on in. We just finished Psyduck's tail and his arms, so they're ready to go. We have his head ready. I just need to get stuffing so that I can sew the head to the body, because that's pretty much our next step. And we will have to stuff in order to do that. So let me grab my stuffing really quick. Hi, Julie. Julie, why you stare? You were so cozy, you good girl. She's like, yeah, I was a cozy girl. Alright, so I'm gonna just stuff just a little bit of stuffing into his tail and his limbs, because we don't want them to be flat. I mean, we don't want them to be super stuffed, because they just aren't like that anyway, but I do want them to have a little bit of something going on. I'm getting ready to start working on my fall collection in my Etsy store too, which means I'll be working on more like hats, and I've got some more headbands coming out this season that will be more thematic. I have the basic ones, because I realize most people probably want basic colors, but I have the very thematic ones coming and in the works. I've been trying some new patterns to see what I like for different headband options, essentially, for the fall and winter, and good gift options, you know. But all that stuff, my Etsy store was on vacation for my honeymoon. It is back up and running as of Saturday, so definitely check out the shop if you're interested. And I'll be getting my fall stuff put up soon. I'd love to make little Halloween stuff for it. So, okay, let's see. Used to play Diddy Kong Racing DS nonstop. It's really fun until the cartridge stopped working. No. Well, I got the N64 version, which from what I've heard is the better version, just because that's what it was made for. It's also going to be easier for me to play on stream anyway, but... Bum, bum, ba-da-da-da. Alright, so yeah, his body looks so funny without his head. So we're gonna stuff his head too. Alright. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. So now the only thing we need to make once his head and body are connected are his feet and his beak. Yeah, there's his... That's what he's gonna look like, essentially. His head could use a little bit more stuffing. Again, I'm not really a fan of how the hair is looking. I'm gonna go ahead and start sewing his head to his body, though, because I won't be able to fully stuff his head until the two are joined. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Okay. Yo, it takes so long to get to this part of the game. And when you listen to the OST, it takes like, what, an hour? Maybe less than that. just funny to think of. Like how long it takes you to get to that part of the game, yet you get there so quickly if you just listen to the soundtrack. Alright, so this will kind of close up. See how big, like how wide this looks? This will actually close up his body a little bit when I sew the head to the body portion, because it's going to pull those stitches together where they want to stretch out. So this is kind of an easier, more zen process. Okay, cool. Anyway. It's looking really good. Thank you, Narasonic. I know that the yellow likes to wash out a little bit because of the light, because of the daylight, but I'll try and show a little bit better details here when I can. Why does this feel like it's too... Oh, you know what? I think I may need to decrease one more time on the body itself, because I think I may have made this 24 and it needs to be 18. Well, poop. Okay, I'll go ahead and do that really quick, because I'm like, something is off here. And it's just that the, I was like, this looks kind of wide, even still. Okay, hold on, let me count this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, yeah. Okay. No wonder it was, like, lining up kind of funny. Alright, well that's no big deal. That's easy to fix. Alright, so I've got to add one more row to his bulbous body. It'll let me take the yarn out. What the heck? Okay. Sorry guys, I realized I was thinking like, oh, the head's 24. And it's like, yeah, it is, but we need the body to go down to 18 stitches at the opening, not 24. Okay. Well, this won't take long. It's just the one more row. We beat the game! Incredible! Exactly! Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4... And this was stitch, what, 24? Okay, I'm gonna decrease down to 18 because we are still too large. I was like, this is not adding up right. Why does it look so open? 2... What? Okay. Psyduck, why you like this? Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, great. 13, 14, 15, 16, this is looking a lot better now. 17, 18, dang, stuffing. 19 and 20. This is my last decrease. 21, 22. 23. And last but not least, 24. Okay, there we go. Now the opening is the right size. The opening is now the right size, so we can officially add the head once again, because we couldn't add it technically before. Couldn't add it to the wrong size duck. Alright, cool. Let's try this again. Let's try sewing the head to the body one more time. Sorry, guys. Welcome to Crochet, where that kind of crap happens every once in a while. Whoa, Big Zenonia's in the house. Welcome, Big Zen. We're just making Psyduck from Misty's team. How's it going? How's your day been? Hopefully it's been fabulous. Okay. Boosh and we poop and scoop. Gosh. Alright, I'm actually gonna remove some of this stuffing from his head for now, because it's just getting in the way. So we'll stuff it more later. I'm sorry if I'm not showing this super well in the camera. It's just because it's finicky at first. Okay, I love this song, by the way. This is why I found a remix of this song to dance to for the cosplay masquerade back when I did my Jigglypuff dance with my sister, who was Skitty. I think I've got my newest cosplay figured out, by the way. I don't know why I didn't think of it before. But, like, actual convention cosplay, like, I'm like, okay, yes, that is what I need to do. And maybe I'll have to, like, make it on stream, but I don't normally say what I cosplay as, but, I don't know. Maybe I'll reveal it this time. Face reviled. Okay, please. There we go. I was like, where's the stitch that I need? Okay, yay! Alright, he's looking a lot better now. Big sigh! It's going! I love these arrangements of the Kanto songs so much. They're all so cute. I know. They really are. Like, little gems at the end of this game. I feel like I don't listen to these arrangements as much either, and so I kind of forget, like, oh yeah, these are so, like, cute, like, the way that they're done. It's going. I'm visiting next week. Let's go. I'm so excited for you to visit, Zen. So excited. Because I love when people come and visit, number one, but also, like, I'm just excited to see you. And, like, you know, having everybody here for the wedding was so surreal and so fun, but it's such a whirlwind because there's, like, so much going on and so many people. It'll be nice to have just a chill visit, for real. Party! Let's go! I love the Bossa Nova radio one, just a totally different vibe. They're so good. So good. Sativa sends absolutely love these wholesome streams. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoy them, because I definitely do too. And I'm now basically just stuffing the rest of Psyduck's. Oh my god, I thought that was in the song for a second. I'm like, what is that? Cute Skitty 17 with the raid. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Cute Skitty. Welcome on in, Raiders. I thought the raid message, I don't know what I was thinking, but I thought it was in the in the music for a second because I'm losing my mind, apparently. But thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. I'm MadameWario. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch, partial to Nintendo and to crafting. So welcome to my crafting and chill crochet stream. I've been working on making Misty's Pokemon team. I'm currently working on Psyduck here. He's quite bulbous, but he's coming together nicely. I've already made Goldeen, as you see here. So there's Goldeen. And I've also made Staryu and Starmie. So now we just need to finish Psyduck, and then Horsey is the next one after that I'll be making. But they're all coming along really nicely, so yes, thank you so much for raiding. Hey, Party in the USA! No, wait, it's copyrighted. Copyright just sucks the life out of all our creativity. What the heck? This is such a cute version of this. I really don't like these hairs on top of his head either. I'm gonna have to change those because they just don't look right. So I'm gonna actually cut those out. No, absolutely not. I think I'm gonna just use felt and like sew it to his head. Sew a little felt to his head. Okay, so yeah, he's coming together. Like, I took the little hairs out, but we just need his feet and his beak after this. Probably do his beak first, just so you guys get a full understanding of his face. And his eyes I'll probably do off stream, because they'll just be little circles of felt that I will then take acrylic paint and make a rim for, and then I will add the pupil. So it's super fun to do eyes like that, because they turn out very, they stand out a lot. They stand out above the crowd.
I give my
oh girl, Pixie with the sub. Thank you so much, Big Pix.
I'm into the points, but they're not your average points.
How's it going, Big Pix?
Oh, welcome to the Strem de la Strem Ladies SSS.
Oh, let's go. Thank you so much, Pixie. I gotta give you all the baws here. And some pinkies. Sorry, Pinky keeps sneaking in there today, you guys. I promise I'm not laughing at anybody. Or maybe I am laughing at Pixie. I don't know. No, I'm not. I swear, Pixie. I'm not that mean. Okay, cool. Yay! Sorry, I'm finishing Psyduck's hot neck, essentially. He doesn't really have a neck, but I'm connecting his head to his body. Therefore, I'm doing stitches that would be in place of his neck. Anyway, how could you laugh? How could I do it? Okay. So yeah, Big Zen, we'll have to collab while you're here. We should do some kind of stream together that's like cute. I don't know. Some kind of creative stream together would be fun. Yeah, so many nostalgic vibes with this music. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stitch his little hands to his head. Is that too high? Okay. There's one little... Okay, that might be too high, actually. I'm gonna go a stitch lower, because that's too high up. Okay. What the heck? There we go. Da-na-na-na-na. Just listen to this song, you guys. It's a vibe. Okay. Yo, Zen, when you're here, we've got to go to the Halloween store. We've got to go... you know, we've just got to take over the town. That's what we've got to do. We've got to do all the fun things. And just be like, yo. Listen, world. This is what we've been missing! Anyway. Painting the town, yes. Alright, so there we go. I lowered his hand a little bit. And then I'll be connecting it on the other side too. So he can be Big Psy, Big Duck. So let me hide this yarn tail in here. It's kind of fun when like a piece comes together like this and you don't have to do any sewing. I mean, like, yes, I'm sewing his hands to his head, but I don't have to like sew his limbs on, sew his tail on, like it's already done. Anyway. Ooh, pizza party! Let's go! Yes. Work that pizza. I'll have to have all the pizza too while you're here. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. It's gonna go by so fast too. It always does. Which I shouldn't be talking about that. I shouldn't be like, oh my god, you're gonna visit and it's gonna be over. Like, no. But I can't help it. Like, why is it like that? Time flies when you're having fun. And time drags when it sucks. Okay, there we go. Yay! He's looking pretty cute. I think he is looking kind of cute. And with that, his hands have been connected to his head. So he just needs, like I said, he just needs a beak and feet. And then he'll be ready to go. So I'm gonna make the beak really quickly. I don't know that I'll make the feet on stream just because I don't know that I'll have time before I need to like bust a move out of here and get food. But I will certainly start the beak so that you can at least see his face. Also, his feet could very easily be made out of felt instead of yarn, which is kind of what I'm thinking I might do, just because I want them to be pretty flat, and if I crochet them like in amigurumi style, they'll be a little thick, so I might just use felt for his feet. So any kind of felt piece I'm gonna cut out later. But there's his bulbous body with his tail. That's his tail, his arms. I'll be adding his hair as felt, probably his feet as felt, but his beak does need to be three-dimensional. So that's the last part I'm gonna work on today. So I'm gonna use this tan colored, kind of beigey tan yarn to do that. And this is gonna be kind of a fun little pattern to do too. So I'm so hyped! Yes! We will eat pizza! We will. We will 100% eat pizza. If we didn't eat pizza, I'd be like, who are we? Like, this is stupid. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and lastly... Wait, why is this wrong? Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a foundation crochet stitch for this. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, cool. We have a 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, so I did foundation crochet stitches to get like kind of a flatter start, like a longer start for the beak. Pizza's banned! How could ye? Oh gosh. Whipped cream pouring like water balls. I'm a bit late to the party, but I'm excited to be getting Pokemon Arceus. Yes! I'm also late to the party because I've owned it and still have yet to play it. So I'm kind of waiting to start the game. I'm waiting for a dull moment to start the game, and there's just been so much going on that I'm like, alright, I'll start it later. But yes, gotta love getting new games for your birth. It's a fun time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is such a cute remix. So cute. Okay, so then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. I'm just trying to figure out if this is gonna work the way that I'm doing this, you guys. So I know I'm like just counting and concentrating right now, but I think I think it's turning out okay. Okay, so I have what? A total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 stitches. Oh, this is a fun song. I'm gonna go up to 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whoops, 11, shoot, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, and then I think I'm good to make my way just around and around from there. So his beak will be obviously longer than this, but that's kind of the idea. So Clefairy music! That's the Clefairy! So cute! Okay, now I'm gonna add my yarn marker right here, actually, so I'm at the edge. Alright, I am almost... There we go. Now I'm to a point where I can not have to concentrate so hard. I didn't really expect that to work so well, like the start to the beak, but hey, whatever, it worked. I'll take it. So now we just have to make it a little bit longer, and once it's the length we want, we'll attach it to the face. And I will have to sew it to the face. I could have done this the same way, where I left like a hole in the face and then just like made the beak from there. That would have worked probably just as well, but guess what? I did not do that, so I'm wondering too if actually 16 stitches is too large. Oh, okay, hold on. 2. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think I am going to stick with 14 instead of 16 stitches because I think 16 just makes it a little bit too big. So, sorry guys, I had to take another step backwards. Again, this is what happens when you figure out patterns on the spot. There's a lot of trial and error. But hey, this will actually take less time because it'll be smaller, so that's alright. Not a huge deal, just annoying as it didn't work the first time. Okay. Now I remember why I didn't make a hole in the face, because it seems like it comes up to a point, like, over the eyes, and it's like a little bit rounder attachment than just a straight line. See? I knew all along. Anyway. He has 2 little nose holes right at the top that I can add with yarn by the end of this. Alright, I'm gonna trust my gut that I did this right this time. Odie must have fallen asleep with Kit, because I haven't heard anything in a long time. I did not sleep well last night. I feel like at home I just don't sleep as well because, like, the kitties are kooky, but also, like, I don't know what it is. Like, I like stress over what I have to do too much, I think. And it, like, prevents me from sleeping soundly, which is really annoying. Alright, so we have a couple more rows to add to this beak before I start shaping it a little, because it kind of goes in and then comes back out towards the face there once we get, like, to where it attaches at the face. So we're gonna see how it works. How it works. Do, 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 do. Alright. Oh, I love this song. So majestic. Like, listen to this. Oh, it's so good. Okay, I think after this row, I'm ready to start shaping. I just love the start. Like, that first section of this song is just so, like, oh, my childhood. This too, just because I always skipped, you know? Ugh. Some songs just sound directly like your childhood, and this is one of them for me. Okay, 1, 2, now I'm going to decrease to 12. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And now... Here's the thing, though. Shoot. Man, this beak... I think I needed it to decrease sooner is the problem. This beak is giving me all kinds of hard times, you guys. Alright, I'm gonna decrease sooner. Just to make it look right. So 1, 2, 3. Here we go again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Continue? Yes. Okay, now I should have 12 stitches. Sorry, I didn't shape it soon enough. I made it too long. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So now I can come back out from that. Such a good song. It really is such a good song. I think that this just started over too, so let's do Pokemon. Let's do Sapphire and Ruby, because we already heard all of this for the last little bit here. Okay, where's the Pokemon Sapphire OST? There it is. Ah, this song brings back so many memories. Okay, now here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm increasing back up to 14. I was at 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This just has such a distinct sound, like this soundtrack. It really does. Okay, the shaping's looking a lot better. Ah! I just love this version of this song. 1, 2, I'm gonna count to 14 again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Over a couple stitches to even it out. Okay. So I think one more row and then we should be done with his beak. So here's how it's, ignore the marker, but that's how it's looking. So I want to have it come to a little point there in the middle. So I've got my middle stitch. I'll probably be adding a little bit of an increase to, just for the sake of shaping. So have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Although, you know what I probably should do? Is I should do a half double crochet in there. Just to make it a little bit taller. Welcome to Pokemon! I had to. Okay, cool. Now I'm ready. So I added a little bit of an increase to add the little bump right there. So that he has a little bit of a... just a little bit of a rise between his eyes. I did not mean for that to rhyme so well, but there it is, regardless. Okay, so now we should be ready for... let's see, 1, 2. Ready for sewing. I am going to add his 2 little nostril spots first, because that's just something he needs before we start sewing. Okay, so I fastened off. I'm going to make a little fake loop right here just to smooth out the edges of this. And I'm going to remove my stitch marker because I haven't really needed it this whole time, but and I'm going to take my black yarn to make the nostrils, so that is something I need to do first and foremost. So I need to make the little nostril points. So yeah, so I have little nostril points there. So I've got to knot this off and then I'll be ready to go. And I'm going to start sewing this before I add any stuffing or anything like that, because I don't know how that's going to look. So, you know. Anyway. Duck, baby duck, Waddles, welcome to the Strem de la Strem. Welcome on in. We are just making Psyduck, you know. So that's how his beak will look. So I've got to be careful with how I sew this to his face. So this is how he's gonna turn out. Like I said, I'm using felt for his hair, the 3 little black hairs on top, and his feet. So really this is the last bit of crocheting, and his eyes will be made out of felt as well. Okay, now I've got to be kind of careful with placement. I want this to look good. So I'm gonna start just eyeballing where to sew, and then go from there, and hopefully it ends up straight and not poopy. Or else I'm gonna be really irritated because I'll have to start over with the sewing. Which happens sometimes, and it's annoying, but it's all you can do. So the bottom is the easy part because it's literally just straight across. It's when we get to the curvy part that I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to make it look dumb or make it look wrong. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna look, I think it's gonna be in the right position because that's the thing. Sometimes you start sewing something and it's just completely in the wrong position and you're like, whoa. I'm being as careful as I can be eyeballing this. Sometimes the sewing like this can be the trickiest part. Gosh, I don't even remember the beginning of this game anymore, because, like, you know, I've started over the other games so many times just with them being available digitally for, like, a pretty decent price that, like, that I've seen the beginning of those games many times. But this one, no. I just, like, have it on my cartridge, and then I obviously had Omega... Or not Omega Ruby, but Alpha Sapphire. Okay. So I've joined his beak. Is that too high? It's okay. Maybe. I don't know why this song sounds funny to me, but it does. Okay, I've got to see if this is too high on the face. Which, ironically, I don't think it is. Because his face is, like, his eyes are going to be right here. I think it'll be fine. So I'm going to add just a tiny smidge of stuffing to his beak. And then go from there. Go from there. I don't want it to be too stuffed because it needs to stay kind of flat. Okay. Yes. I think it's okay. I won't really know until I get... Whoa! We caught something! I won't really know until I get to the end of this. What's this coming out of? There we go. Do 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 do. Okay, so I'm pulling this over to the side here. I just heard this song. What the heck? It's like a little different jingle. It's so different! No, I'm kidding. It's really not that different. Okay, moment of truth. How does this look? I mean, I think it looks pretty decent. Like I said, his eyes are gonna go right on the corners of the beak there. But I think it's gonna look... Once he has his eyes and his hair, I think it'll look right. Because it's like, I had to do like the curve down. I think it looks good. Woo! There's his beak. So yeah, I think it will look right once I have the eyes on there. It just doesn't have the eyes yet, so he's gonna look a little funny. But I'm going to go ahead and knot this off. And he's basically, like, every crochet part of him is finished, so he's just about done. Like I said, all he needs are his little felt details. Eyes, feet, and hair. And once those are done, he's gonna be finished. So that's I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with how that's turned out. Gotta love the sigh. I could, like I said, I could crochet his feet if I really wanted to. However, they would either have to be a little bit too three-dimensional, or they just wouldn't look as smooth as I want them to look. But yay! There's our star for Psyduck! He's almost done! Giving it a ba for Sativa Sins, by the way. Sorry, I had my darning needle. A ba! Oh, thank you, Shliam. Glad you love it. I really like how he's turning out. I was worried he'd be too bulbous. Nope, he's just right. Like I said, I know there's a glare from the sun. Let me see if I can... It's not even the sun, it's the clouds. There we go. Now you can probably see him a little bit less burn out, but this is what we did today. So we have the head, we have the body, the tail, the two arms, and the beak. So all of which is crocheted. If I were to make the feet crocheted, what I would do is I would crochet up a little, like, almost like a little triangle, and then add different stitches for the toes, and then go around. I might try to do something like that just to see how it looks, but I think it's gonna look fine with the felt, so I'm not really too worried about that. But yay, so he's almost done. I will be showing or sharing a picture of him once he's done, probably on Twitter and Discord, as I've done with my other plushies that I've made of Misty, so, or of Misty's Pokemon. So look, he's gonna fit right in with, he's gonna fit in with the crew. Yo! I'm so happy with how it's turned out. And they're all a little bit different color, too. So, like, once Horsey's in there, he will also be a different color. But I really... Psyduck's one of my, like, my second favorite Pokemon of all time. Like, Psyduck and Jigglypuff are my two favorites. So, I've ironically never made one before. I don't really know how that's happened, because I've made Jigglypuff many times. So... I love them! Thanks, Zach! Thanks, Sativa! Thanks, The Rock. They're coming out cute. I'm glad, because I was like... I was worried that they'd differ in size too much, but, you know, Goldeen kind of had to be bigger, or at least, like, once I started, I couldn't stop, so I was like, whatever, it's fine. But, yeah, I think they're all a good size for one another. I think compared to the others, Psyduck would be like that. It's tiny. But yay! So the next time we do this, we'll have to try and make Horsey, because he's the next one, and by that time Psyduck will be done. I want to finish him today, so that way I can post a photo. But yeah, they're the gang nearly completed, almost. So thank you guys for joining me for the start of Psyduck. Again, once he has his little details, I'll post a photo, but that's all he's missing are his little details, so that won't take me too long. But you guys, it's been so much fun. Thank you so much for joining me today, and for being part of the Strem de la Strem, another crochet stream in the books. And it's been a few weeks since we've seen a crochet stream, because I was sick and then I was on my honeymoon, so it's great to be back to doing this. Oh wait, I usually leave those up, don't I, for the credits sequence. So, in addition to those of you watching and in chat, thank you so much, first of all, to my chatters and those who are lurking and providing viewership. I really appreciate that, all your support. And I'm going to go ahead and show off everybody who went a little extra today to give my extra thanks to you. But thank you so much to my moderators, Zenonia and Odie and Big Snacko for being here. Thank you so much. Psycho for the song. Thank you Twitch Nick, Spratch, Liam, Trackstar, Slim Kirby, Snack Attack, and Pixel Plume for the subs, and Cute Skitty for the raid, of course. Thank you so much. And I'll go ahead and read my... Woo! Sorry, my nose is itching. I'll go ahead and read my gifters really quickly, because we did have a couple gift subs today, if I am not mistaken. There we go. Twitch Nick, thank you so much for the gift sub today. I really appreciate that, so shout out to Twitch Nick as well. I think I thought we had 2 because I read somebody's wrong as a gift sub and it was not. So, okay, there it is. I don't know if anybody else is alive right now. If they're not, we'll just call it a day. If Twitch decides to tell me, but... okay, let's go ahead and raid. Hopefully she is still... oh, good. Okay, yes. We're gonna go ahead and raid Sugar Shanley. I haven't raided her in a very long time because I don't think we've overlapped in a very long time streaming. She's doing just chatting, so we'll go ahead and send some love over her way. But thank you guys so much again for joining me. Good strength. Thanks, Snack. And thank you so much, Armand. It has been a very fun hangout with you guys. It's been nice to get to do something like this. I love chatting and just chilling with you guys and doing something creative. I always say do something creative today because, you know, it's a good way to just, you know, show yourself some love. But anyway, I'll get this raid going. This is for Sugar Shanley. I'm always worried I'm gonna spell somebody's name wrong. Her stream is intended for mature audiences, just so you know. There's my link tree. If you guys need any of my information of where I am on the interwebs, there it is. Discord, social media, Etsy, all that good stuff. Also, my schedule is Monday, Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern, Friday, Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. No stream this Saturday though because I already have family plans. So this week will be Monday, Tuesday, Friday. And if you are part of my Patreon, be sure to visit my Patreon page to vote on this Friday night Mario Party board because it's Mario Party 8. So I need your help deciding which board to play. Thank you all so much again for watching and for joining me for this stream. I will see you all tomorrow for some Mickey Speedway USA. And take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your afternoon. Love you all. Bye!